There's another sign coming up. Lime-charged drops of water created the formations in the walls of the cavern. He's talking about the white stuff, obviously. That's lime. So it's limestone now, I guess. Or is it lime or limestone? Or is there a difference? Maybe I need to look that up. There's no guided tour here. There's only like one guy working by himself, so I don't want to bug him too much by asking a bunch of questions. But anyway. Okay, see, here's the swimming pool. I think they use that to keep track, like collect water for analysis. I don't know for sure what they do with it, how often they check it, or if it's obsolete. I like these formations. Very rough. See, that's like cave popcorn, but it's brown. Wow. That's really good. See, it's good they have this fence here to keep people from touching it, because that's fragile enough. You could break it off with your hand, smooth it out, and ruin it for others. So it's better, definitely don't touch it. So by keeping the walkway in the middle, you can see everything, and then you can't really touch anything. You'd think that'd be common sense, but yeah. Small bats inhabit the cavern. They live to be 15 to 20 years old. They are about half an ounce in weight and have a wingspan of 1 foot. They are harmless to man and do much good because their diet consists of flying insects. Stay on the path, please. Well, like I said, I'm going to do that till the end, but I got permission to keep going to the end, beyond the walkway. So I'm going to be doing that. I think there's a group of people ahead of me. I don't know what they're doing. It's only like 3 people. I like this part of the ceiling where it's kind of dome-shaped. Lots of yellow and white. Pretty colors. Look how it's almost tube-shaped here. Like 50 feet in diameter. It's huge. Very cool. Even these breakdown rocks. Look at these breakdown rocks here. These have a lot of cave popcorn on the ends and stuff. They're nice and rounded. They're not sharp points. They're like bulb shaped. Kind of cool. Like I said, if you see that, don't ever touch it because your hand will get it dirty and you could also break it off. Oops, I bumped into the fence. The walkway here is nice. The walkway here is super flat. You could almost, it's not officially wheelchair accessible, but the parts of it are not really that good. But you'd think that almost could improve it to make it wheelchair accessible. Except the path isn't wide enough for 2 wheelchairs to pass each other. You'd have to have like a special convoy reserve the cave for nobody else. Notice how the rocks are just sort of stacked up on top of each other. So about climbing in a wild cave, you know, you could easily knock that loose and it could land on your foot or something. Okay, so here's the end of the official trail. But the guy said I could keep going if I promised not to hurt myself. Which, honestly, this cave doesn't look that hard. I asked him about the trail. He says the trail doesn't even go that far. But notice there's no guardrail now. There was a guardrail before. But look how steep it is here. There's a hole in the floor. The hole goes down pretty far into the breakdown. So the question is, what's down there? I don't have knee pads and I'm not going to try to go down there. But it is interesting to think, okay, is there a lower level? Or just somebody arbitrary dig in there. Notice how white the wall is here. Nice and bright and pretty. Huh, there's a cool hole here. Check this out. It's like a natural kind of a tunnel bridge. Here's another hole in the floor. It doesn't go down very far. But remember, this floor is obviously covered in breakdown rock. So you don't know how deep does it go. Yeah, I was here before. I don't remember if they let us come this far or not. I think they were busier, so they were trying to keep people back there. He warned me, though. You see, the floor is not as easy. They didn't make it nice and smooth, so it's harder. So it's a trip hazard. You have to watch yourself so you don't fall down. But yeah, if you want to come back here, make sure you clear it with the owner of the cave first. Because, like I said, normal tourists, they don't encourage to come back this far because of the obvious trip hazards. Look at the floor here. There's like stuff on the floor. But where did it come from? Is there a nest up there? Something on the ceiling? I don't see anything. So why is it this particular location? The hay didn't crawl in here by itself. Something brought it in. Humans, birds, rats. Darned if I know. Notice how the cave is getting a little bit smaller in diameter. Now it's like 20 feet wide and 30 feet high. Here's another spot. Look at this. There's like a perfectly round spot of hay. Pan up. The ceiling's clear. You'd think there'd be a corresponding like bird nest or rat nest or something on the ceiling. But there's no apparent reason for that stuff to be there. Weird, huh? Notice how colorful the ceiling is here. It's like gold and white. Yeah, I don't think I came back here before. Last time I was here, I didn't even think to ask. I was short for time. This time I have a lot more time, so I thought, could I go to the end, please? And he's like, don't fall or you'll die. Okay, then it's at 8. Notice it's getting smaller and smaller. I don't have knee pads on. Well, 1, I didn't think I'd need them. But 2, yeah. So it's funny. This is called Idaho's Mammoth Cave because it's so huge. But as you can see, it's getting smaller and smaller. It's normal for caves to get smaller at the ends. There are exceptions to every rule. Oh, wow. I'm barely standing up. The ceiling's 8 feet tall here. Still 15 feet wide. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I never got to come back this far. I'm glad he let me do this. This is cool. I don't think I'm gonna go much farther though. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So check it out. See how big it is up here? Now let me crawl down here very carefully. Oops. There's a tube within a tube. Oops. Pretty cool, huh? That is common in lava tubes, and this is a lava tube. Lava tube is a type of cave or cavern. It's debatable what's the definition of a cave or a cavern and all that sense stuff.